Sound of Opportunity has rapidly turned into a sensitive area for all Hollywood elites, on the grounds that the film uncovered the unlawful and evil truth of illegal exploitation. In Hollywood, persuasive individuals in the business are making an honest effort to push this antagonist to the carpet, yet Denzel Washington has at last shouted out, so he has as of late pummeled Hollywood. And it's all everybody could discuss, so we should perceive how Denzel Washington stunned the world by putting his foot down. Perhaps of the most ridiculously upsetting issue in our present reality is illegal exploitation, especially the dealing of kids. Our future. Is our youngsters now the most vital phase in killing this wrongdoing? Is mindfulness? Denzel Washington has as of late brought out Hollywood over its obscure treatment of the film Sound of Opportunity. The entertainer scrutinized that even before the film was delivered. For what reason was everybody so reluctant to discuss it? And for what reason are the top-notch entertainers attempting to try not to respond to questions connected with the film? Clearly, the mysterious first-class club of Hollywood don't believe that individuals should know things that this film is uncovering. Washington supposedly said that the Hollywood tip-top is behind this detestable arrangement, and they're trusting that the film tanks add the movies, so they at absolutely no point ever need to catch wind of it in the future. Yet this isn't where Washington halted. He continued uncovering the elites and saying that Hollywood is just involving individuals for cash now, and the honor shows have become France for messy governmental issues. He additionally added that probably the greatest honor shows in Hollywood aren't getting half however many evaluations our regard as they used to, and that is fundamentally on the grounds that they are pushing a plan. Denzel is alluding to the distant exhibitions and discourses on the honor shows that appear to be ludicrous to the standard individuals. As per Denzel, it's simply in light of the fact that the Hollywood tip-top hasn't encountered the world past their million-dollar condos and confidential islands. Denzel Washington likewise uncovered that the vast majority in Hollywood accept they are above every other person. So in light of the fact that they work in motion pictures, he gave them a practical reminder, and furthermore got down on each and every individual who continues forever about the fact that it is so difficult to make great movies. He purportedly said that regardless of how hard it will be, it's as yet an extravagance. During this interview, Mel Gibson was likewise sitting with Denzel, and he was consenting to all that the entertainer said. Mel has additionally been exceptionally vocal about the film, and he's one of a handful of the entertainers who set out to advance Sound of Opportunity on various stages. It's undeniable that the most extravagant and most influential individuals in Hollywood like to keep a goody decent picture, and they give billions of dollars in cause, generally on the grounds that they need a spotless picture among the majority. Yet so the large names in the business are currently standing up and uncovering the people who carry out the most incredibly horrendous violations, yet pull off everything simply because the story is influenced quite a bit by there's someone else who's transparently pushing for the capacity. And that is Jim Caviezel. He has recently worked with Mel Gibson, and Jim has been vocal about the terrible things that go down away from public scrutiny of Hollywood chatas. How about we call it a paranoid fear yet? As per Jim Caviezel, the Hollywood Mystery Club is engaged with kid dealing. Clearly, you figure out the substance of this once the world sees this movie, and when they see the boats that they transport the youngsters in. And this stuff, well, there could be no other movie like this. Our industry can't make this movie, and the justification for why they do it will stun you. Hollywood superstars were supposedly pouring millions on an answer that saves them youthful for a more drawn-out time frame. And unexpectedly, somebody concocted adrenal chroma substance that they get from kids. From that point forward, these Hollywood elites are supposedly taking kids, ending their lives, and afterwards separating the Adriana crawl out of them. It's essentially similar to the film where the person used to make attraction fragrances out of expired Lady Jim is a colossal ally of the adrenochrome paranoid notion. and many individuals have reigned in from that point onward, albeit nothing has been demonstrated at this point. Netizens guaranteed that the mysterious society is the greatest key to the kid dealing puzzle Kvisel, additionally purportedly said during a digital broadcast that it's not only a one-time thing, and there's an entire realm based on adrenochrome, yet nobody considers discussing it since they are excessively terrified of the elates. He additionally said that this substance they remove from youngsters is definitely more impressive than any infusion treatment or cream, as per Kvisel this substance supposedly makes you look truly youthful, and a large portion of the elisters utilize this substance. In the event that this doesn't surprise you, then hold on until you hear the thing Denzel Washington said about the Hollywood film mafia. He discussed how most entertainers purportedly can't do any change in their jobs, and they in some cases need to play characters that affront their ethics, yet placing your feet down before the elites resembles expressing farewell to your Hollywood profession. And that is presumably why everybody lets it go. He discusses his own involvement in a dull underside of Hollywood Denzel, related that, harking back to the 80s, when he wasn't a commonly recognized name, he got to try out for a section that was likely the most bigoted and cliché character. The story spun around an individual of color who didn't do dumb and irregular things, yet he abused a lady. And to top it up, he was depicted as some kind of a crazy legend. To make individuals disdain him more this, as well as in the film, there were such countless scenes where this person of color got shocked, and a few attempts of hanging him additionally, though to no end he additionally expressed that during the tryout this character rankled him, yet the disposition of the makers additionally stoked the fire. Denzel has forever been clear and straightforward. So he get down on them and explained how dangerous this job was. Nevertheless, they couldn't have cared less, and Denzel needed to leave it. Yet another person was before long cast in that job. A ton of Hollywood entertainers have likewise uncovered that, harking back to the 80s and 90s, the dark entertainer supposedly needed to do absurd jobs and embarrass themselves on television before they were projected in any enormous films. It was all the doing of the Mystery Club that is nearly being uncovered with over-the-top honor show exhibitions. And situated in music, recordings miserable, an opportunity has turned into extremely popular, and most standard stages are calling it an exterior and a heap of paranoid fears. Yet as per individuals, they are the ones who advance hot stripped exhibitions and disputable VIPs. Certain individuals are asserting that the film will cause more damage than great, albeit the main individuals that will be impacted by this film are the elites, so it's really baffling why everybody believes that this film should be prohibited. Out of nowhere, Hollywood superstars are not new to substance excesses, and some even lose their lives in the process. Some of them are engaged with running dubious all-men garments, while others have direct connections to the mafia, so the style business is undeniably more vile than it looks, and it's conveying every one of the messages, purposely the highlights, probably the most silly exhibitions in the greatest honor shows they control individuals into imagining that Hollywood is strolled now. And it's hoped to do all the crappy stuff, yet with sound of opportunity their work plan could get obliterated. They know what film means for individuals' brains. And they don't believe anybody should view sound of opportunity in a serious way. Individuals are additionally raising a ton of strands in light of the fact that a ton of superstars and entertainers who have worked in immense movie establishments have been blamed for preparing groups. Most as of late, Ezra Mill operator, the Glimmer of DC, confronted comparable claims, yet he has gotten an impermanent clean from the court. So individuals are scrutinizing the expectation of the Hollywood elites as they're gaining out of influence. This is the most sultry subject of discussion on the web, and everybody is ringing in, as Denzel essentially annihilated Hollywood. Advanced sound of opportunity. In a couple of sentences, netizens are likewise bringing up that when an entertainer of Denzel's type with 10 Oscar grants is expressing these things about Hollywood elites, then it implies there's unquestionably a trace of validity in them. Obviously, individuals aren't getting sucked into the Hollywood snare any longer in light of the fact that the greater part of them are getting down on all the unbelievable bareness and harmfulness going out in the open presently. Individuals are additionally not accepting their got-up account any longer as Disney's last couple of movies with a woke storyline went poorly as per the traditional, while the left-wing allies feel that Hollywood is moving towards a more different portrayal, where everybody is displaying their actual self. So there are exceptionally blended sentiments about this cutting-edge Hollywood, where certain individuals call it a call, while others call it a cutting-edge transformation. So what do you think about Sound of Opportunity and its boycott in Hollywood? Offer your considerations with us in the remarks. Additionally, try to offer, and buy into our feed to keep steady over all VIP title. We'll see you in the following video. Till then, be careful and gratitude.